Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for deciding to click on today's video. We are going to be reviewing the Zodiac eyeshadow palette from BH Cosmetics. I've been playing with this one for a little bit over a week now, so I have my thoughts on it and I'm ready to share them with you guys in this review. I'll also be doing a tutorial on this makeup look, so if you guys want to hear my thoughts, go ahead and keep on watching. Before we do get started, I want to mention that I do have my holiday giveaway that is about to close. We only have a few more days left, so if you guys haven't entered, make sure you guys enter the giveaway. I will have the link down in the description box for you guys. So in today's video, we are reviewing the Zodiac palette from BH Cosmetics. So this is a new eyeshadow palette to BH, and it is Zodiac themed, which I feel like is really in for this year. It's been in this past year. So this is the eyeshadow palette. Here is the outer packaging. And then on the inside, you have 25 different shades. So you have 12 matte shades, and then you have 12 big shades, as well as a big highlight here in the middle, so that equals out to be your 25 shades. I love how they did this palette. I love how they have the mattes all together here, and then the baked all together on the outside, and just the highlighter in the middle. I think it's super cute. All of the big shades around it have their signs, so each one has the sign, so it'll be named on there. And then in the middle, the mattes, none of them have names, which I don't really mind because I feel like with the names on the baked ones, it doesn't really bother me. Normally it does, but it doesn't bother me that the mattes don't have a name on there. I think that this is a really pretty palette. I absolutely love the color scheme of this. I like that you have like this purple right here, and then you have your more neutrals like up here. Obviously there's not a ton of range in here, but I kind of feel like there is, because with all these different colored baked shadows, you can create so many different like fun, iridescent kind of pops of color on the eyes, even just with like using these browns and then going in with like a green or a blue, or going in with the purples and kind of going in with your more neutral shades, which is what I did today. Super, super pretty. I've been really enjoying this. I am in love with BH Cosmetics matte shades lately. I think that they are such good quality. I love, love, love the way that they perform on the eyes, and I haven't tried out their baked shadows in a while, which is the reason I wanted to get this palette. And I was wanting to see if they kind of like remade them or if they were the same as they used to be. But I think in this palette, the baked shades are better than what I remember. I think that they're super foiled, really, really nice. I really enjoy them. Also, you do get a mirror on this palette as well. It does retail for $24, so it's definitely affordable. Nothing crazy for 25 shades. I think that's a really good price. The only con that I do have with the packaging on this palette, it is a little bit large. But the only con I do have is because these baked shadows are kind of in there more, like you can see they're kind of lower to the palette. I feel like if with someone with longer nails has a bit of a hard time kind of getting your finger in there, I kind of hit my nails on the top shade. So if you're someone who likes to apply your shimmers with your finger, just think about that. If you have long nails, it's kind of harder. You kind of have to dig in there. And then I feel like if you get kind of down there on the pan, that might get annoying. You might not be able to reach it as well. That's something that bothers me. Obviously, it's a minuscule kind of problem with the palette, and they do apply really nicely with the brush as well, so it's not like you have to go in there with your finger. In the tutorial for this look, I'll show you guys how they apply with the brush. Here are the swatches of all 12 of the matte shades. They definitely swatch really, really buttery and very, very pigmented. All right, and then here are all of the swatches of the baked shimmer shades. This one here on the end is the highlight shade. But definitely enjoying the quality of this palette. I think it's really, really nice, and I think it's great for the price. So let's go ahead and move into the tutorial. Okay, so getting us started with the tutorial, I am first going to go into this shade right here and put that shade into my crease. Sorry, I do want to show you guys that there is a bit of kickback. Like when you touch the pan, you can see there's quite a bit of kickback with the matte shades. And I feel like they still perform really nicely. It's not too much kickback, just be a little more gentle. Like if you're going to purchase this palette, when you're going into the matte shades, it kind of reminds me of like the Anastasia matte shades, like how they have slight amount of kickback. So now that we've got that shade in, we're going to go in with one of the purple shades. So I'm going to be going into this lighter like lilac shade right here on the same brush. We're just going to place that color on the outer corner right here and then blend it in. I'm going to intensify that color quite a bit, so I'll do quite a few layers of just placing it and blending it. And then now with just a little bit of a smaller brush, I'm going to go into that second deeper purple shade here, and I'm going to just focus the shade into my crease. And then again with the same brush, I'm just going to go into this deep, deep purple shade here and work that just right into the crease and really just stamp that on and then blend it out. So with that deeper purple shade, we did get a small amount of fallout, so I'm just going to wipe that away. But basically we are just intensifying all of the purples, so we're basically going in with all of the purples, placing them, and then blending them. So I'm going to go into my sign, which is actually the Taurus sign right here, and I'm going to apply that with this brush from Stilazzi. This is the small shadow brush, and I am going to place this one all over my lid. The foils in this palette are really, really nice. I think they pack a little bit more punch when you apply them with your fingers, but since they are kind of embedded into the pans here, it's a little hard for me to get my finger in them. They do apply nicely with a brush still. I just feel like they look the most foiled when you do use your finger. So now that we've got that shade on, I'm not applying any more product. I'm just slightly going back over the crease with whatever's left on the brush just to make sure our shimmer didn't get too high here and just to make sure it's all blended together. For the lower lash line, I'm going to take some Benefit High Beam like I always do and place this into my waterline. My favorite to just kind of widen up any makeup look, just make your eyes look a little more large and a little more awake. Then I'm going to take this angled brush from Luxie and I'm going to go into this purple shade right here, which is the second shade that we went into, and I'm going to smudge that across my lower lash line. Try to get it super close to my lash line. And then with a small pencil brush, I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is the first shade we went into, and I'm going to just sweep that across my lower lash line and kind of connect those two. Now we're going to go ahead and highlight, and I'm going to grab this same pencil brush. I'm going to spray it with a little bit of Fix Plus, and we're going to go into the highlighting shade in the middle of the palette. And I'm going to use this shade for my inner corner highlights, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like on the face as well. I am also going to throw a little bit on my brow bone here. I'm getting a little intense with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just dust it away here with a foundation brush. I know it looks a little weird since I haven't applied my eyebrows yet, but once I do, everything will kind of come together. All right, so now I'm going to go in with the Morphe M504 brush, and I'm going to apply the highlight to my face. So I'm just going to spray my face with a little bit of the Morphe Setting Mist. That'll kind of help melt the highlight in a little bit. I will apply my lashes, and then we are done with this tutorial. Okay, and we are back with our finished look that we started out with. Again, I really think this is a great palette. I definitely recommend it to you guys. I am in love with the formula of the baked shadows as well as the mattes in this palette. I have no regrets with purchasing this one. I think I'm going to get a ton of different looks out of this. I think especially if you guys are into zodiac signs, this might be something you want to pick up, depending on what your makeup preference is. But I think that this is a palette that everyone will enjoy, and I think everyone will get use out of because of, like I said, the neutral range in here, but also you have your fun pops as well. So definitely enjoy this palette. I definitely am glad I got it. I recommend it, like I said. I know this was a bit of a quicker review, but when I posted that I got this on Black Friday, I know a lot of you guys asked me for a review on it. A lot of you guys seemed excited about it, so I wanted to make sure I got that up for you guys and also included a little mini tutorial because a few of you guys had asked for that as well. But let me know down below if you guys plan on getting the Zodiac palette or if you have already purchased it. Let me know if you've tried any eyeshadow palettes from BH Cosmetics. They're quickly becoming one of my favorite brands for eyeshadows because I've really been enjoying them lately. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye, friends.